Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. We all remember what happened against Spurs in the early minutes where Cucurella slipped not once but twice, which led to a disastrous start against Spurs where they capitalized on that mistake and went off to a 2-0 lead. And we know what happened by the end of the match. We ended up winning. It was a scintillating comeback victory. And if you guys remember, Cucurella with those boots, obviously he changed it straight after once he had his second slip. He should have probably changed it after the first one, but he gave it a go. And then the second slip, he literally just took the boots out and just threw it out and quickly changed it over. Post-match, Cucurella, see that picture on the right side? He put a post on Instagram where he's thrown the boots in the bin, and he took a picture of that and he posted something like "Sorry Blues" off the back of that. Now, I knew straight away that this was going to be a bit of a problem because whoever is the sponsor for those shoes, it's not going to go down well with them on that Instagram story that Cucurella posted. So let's have a look at the news and let's see what has transpired since then. Ladies and gentlemen, Mail Sport, Puma face a marketing disaster on their new 220 pounds boots as big money ambassador. Marc Cucurella is forced to delete his photo of them in the bin after Chelsea star slipped twice and had to change footwear. Look, I mean, it is a disaster. It's a massive disaster for Puma. I mean, Marc Cucurella, the biggest stage in the Premier League, London derby, millions watching across the world, slipped twice. Then he literally threw the boots out. And then post-match, he threw them in the bin and he posted on Instagram where I'm pretty sure he's got millions of followers. So, of course, this is not a good advert for Puma. 220 pounds as well. It's over. It's over. They're gonna have to delete this model of boot from their shelf completely. Quite wild, ladies and gentlemen. 100% for a brand ambassador to do that. It is very, very wild. Now, let's have a quick look at what has been said in the article. Let's have a quick look. So this is straight from the article. You guys can catch that as well. Puma face a marketing disaster on their new 220 pounds boots as big money ambassador Marc Cucurella is forced to delete his photo of them in the bin after Chelsea star slipped twice and had to change footwear. I guess this is something that these stars they need to be very, very careful. I mean, it's all fine and dandy that you want to put out a post, but you have to be very concerned as to what you're doing on social media. We can all see those boots were hellacious. They're not good. They're very, very poor, 100%, and they deserve to be, not be worn by anyone. But you have to be very, very careful about the brand Puma behind. And Puma is no Mickey Mouse brand either. Marc Cucurella is an ambassador for German sportswear company Puma. He wore their new boots on Sunday, but slipped over twice and replaced them. It's crazy. Let's have a look. Puma had launched their next gen Future 8 boots in time for Christmas. Oh my God, it's finito for Puma. The Christmas sales are going to be awful. And their big money ambassador Cucurella wore them at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium after previously trying them out in training. It's strange. So he tried them out in training. Why was he slipping so much? It's a strange one. Was it raining? It must have been raining. That could have played a part. But then again, the boots should be designed for every, weather condition, not just for one time. But the fullback enjoyed a disastrous start to the match as he slipped over twice and was punished on both occasions. That's the other thing. He slipped and he was punished. After the second slip, Cucurella ran over to the touchline and changed into a different pair of Puma boots. Okay, so at the end of the day, it was still Puma. It's just that line of production, that's gone. There was another. Yeah, check this out. Check these boots. Aren't the studs meant to be metal? Like, what is this? Plastic studs? Like, why? Why? I don't know. I mean, looks like plastic studs to me. 220 pounds. This was the story, ladies and gentlemen. Cucurella, as you can see, sorry, blues. And the boots were in the bin. Oh my God, it's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster for Puma indeed. Puma CEO Arne Freund delivered a positive update last month as he insisted that there have been very encouraging demand for the company products heading into the final part of 2024. Taking to their retailers both in Europe and the USA, I think we are quite confident about the demand going into important shopping season, he said. However, Cucurella's struggles in front of an audience of millions will not have helped Puma's cause. The boots were advertised as specializing in 3 features: adaptability, movement, and control. It's finito, ladies and gentlemen. It is absolutely over for those boots. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. That's some sort of a hilarious situation. Not for Puma, and I hope Marc Cucurella can still continue on with Puma, because I know these sponsorship money, they're quite lucrative. However, at the end of the day, your job comes first. If your job is hampered by a certain model, and look, this is a disaster. It's not a good look at all, man. Like, Marc Cucurella in a Premier League high octane game, big stakes. Do you know what I mean? On the line. This is not good from Puma. Absolutely not good. Let me know, was Marc Cucurella on the right to post all of that stuff on social media? At the end of the day, it does hurt Puma. So let me know your thoughts. Of course, at the same time, Marc Cucurella suffered, which ended up being 2 goals against us. Now, ladies and gentlemen, next up, there's a video that's circulating at the moment for in regards to Nicolas Jackson. I don't know if you guys have seen. Some of you guys might have seen. It goes something like this. Nicolas Jackson, when he got subbed off, he had his head down, and a lot of people were saying that he was crying. A lot of journalists reported that he was crying. And this video has now gone viral, and a lot of people have been commenting some negative stuff about it. They're saying, oh, look at this guy. I mean, grow up, this, that, the other. All I will say is that, look, first of all, it's good to see the emotion. It's good to see that Nicolas Jackson's hurting, because let's be honest, it wasn't a good match from him against Spurs. He probably expected to do better, knowing that he scored a hat-trick against them last season in a chaotic match again, where Spurs had a man down, or I think they had 2 men down. Yeah, they were down to 9 men. And the high line was just unbelievable from Spurs, where Nicolas Jackson took full advantage of that. So in one hand, look, I understand the emotional side of things. He's hurting that he couldn't do the same damage. In fact, it wasn't a good game from him. On the other hand, I'm thinking, Nicolas Jackson, relax. Like, it's yeah, I like the fact that you're treating it that it's quite deep. Yes, you are taking Chelsea very seriously. I like that, but this is where I want Nicolas Jackson. Come on, just dust it off, and let's go again. You don't need to crouch down and cry and be so upset about it. Post-match, he was quite upset as well. All his teammates were celebrating and he wasn't. You can't let it get to the point where it affects you that much. You need, as a striker, these sort of days will happen. They're going to happen. And you have to know how to handle yourself in those situations. So look, he's a youngster, no problems. As I've said this season in previous videos, I've said, I think I've seen him mature. I've seen him develop. I've seen him be a lot better than last season. Last season, he was moving wild with, contacting Astrid Wet and, wanting her nudes and this, that, the other, going to Villarreal, celebrating with Villarreal when we lost against Newcastle 2-0. There was a lot of, shenanigans that was happening with Nicolas Jackson last season. The penalty, incident with Madueke and Cole Palmer. He's matured a lot. But one thing I'll say about Nicolas Jackson is, even though he's matured, he is very emotional. Even this season, he's picked up yellow cards unnecessarily. He's picking up yellow cards, going out there and fighting, quarreling. unnecessarily. So he seems like someone who's extremely emotional. And in this case, as you can see, he's crying. He has to find a way to how to control that emotion and turn that into positive energy. That's what he needs to do. He can't allow these sort of situations to crumble him. You know what I mean? So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about Nicolas Jackson. In one hand, I like the passion for the football club. On the other hand, I'm like, Nicolas Jackson, come on. Don't let it get to you too much. Definitely don't let it get to you too much. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, the FA is currently reviewing Anthony Taylor's referee report from Sunday before deciding whether to warn, charge, punish Tottenham for their home fans pelting Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez and co. with missiles. This was disgusting behavior, if you guys remember. Every time we had corners, disgusting Spurs fans' behavior, throwing stuff towards our players. It just shows the lack of class of that fan base, and they need to be punished. 100% they need to be punished. Well, what are you trying to do? Throwing these things on our players. It only urges us to put you guys in the mud. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything great here. The only thing you're doing is you're egging us on to play better and be more passionate about the game because of you guys acting like idiots. So, look, I hope they find them culpable. Definitely. I mean, the evidence is there. And I hope they get fined some level of financial, penalties. So, yeah, Tottenham will end up probably getting some level of charges. I hope they do, because this sort of behavior from the crowd is unacceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about, especially the Cucurella and Nicolas Jackson incident. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya. Bye.